Alright, I'm going to try to do a series of like just little short videos. Each video be a different step of the stringing process. So the first step obviously is always just cutting the strings out. I'm not going to cut these strings out. I just strung this racket. Here's one that's already cut out. But cutting the strings out. Typically, if you go get certified or listen to a lot of these guys, you start in the middle and you cut kind of in a circle going around. The reason for doing that, it helps quote unquote release the pressure a little bit more evenly around the frame. So you just start in the middle, kind of go around. You can even do like a diagonal. You can do that too. Get two at once. But that's the purpose behind that. A lot of guys, like myself, and it doesn't matter what you cut with. You can cut snips, scissors, whatever. I cut from the bottom up. Then I go across. Even with the electric cutters, and I only do these if I have a whole bunch. You start from the bottom, I go up, then I'll start middle across. Just because these typically won't fit into the edge. Hope you're getting all that, I don't know. But anyway, bottom, up, and then middle across. Reason I do it the way I do it, and again, just because I do something doesn't mean that's the right way. It's just the way I do it, and I've never had problems with it. I've been doing this for years. So I'm self-taught. Nobody ever taught me how to string. Figured it out on my own. So everything I do is the way I do it. So learn as much as you can from different people and develop your own style. But typically, like tonight, I've only got one racket tonight. And so I could take my time in doing it, but I have habits, so I just do what I do. But I just go from top to bottom, aside, because I'm just trying to get the strings out. I know a lot of people say, oh, well, it can cause fractures or micro cracks and stuff like that. Maybe it can. I just strung a racket a few minutes ago that, I mean, it could cause micro crashes, but the player, she's worn completely through the freaking frame up here and keeps popping the strings because she's hitting the strings on the ground because there's no grommet left. So anyway, I mean, I'm not too worried about a stress fracture from me cutting the strings out. You know, that's how the players are treating their rackets, I guess. But that's how you cut the strings out. Then you can push them out a little bit, but you can grab them a little easier, pull them out. But that's how I cut strings out. So that's just the first step of the process, cutting the strings out. Now after that, a lot of people will go back and they will clean the racket, inspect, which I'll kind of go over it and look, make sure there's not any cracks in it. But that be the first step, just cutting your strings out. You do it the way you want to. I have no first-hand experience of cutting it the way I do, of ever damaging a racket, ever. So, if it's a wood one, an old metal one or something, maybe. These modern rackets, I really don't see the issues with it. Anyway, first step.